I've never been more excited for a gel test than this one.
Oh, that's amazing. Look at that fish.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be testing some 8.6 Blackout. This is from my friends over at Phantom Defense. They sent me this ammo to review on the channel, to review and test on the channel. This is a 220 grain Maker T-Rex projectile made for a 12.5 inch barrel. It's traveling at 1,800 feet per second with an energy of 1583. They sent me 20 rounds and you can see that Maker Rex projectile. It is quite amazing. So the way that this one differs from the subsonic version is this is a 300 grain pill and this is a 220 grain pill. Pretty similar, except for up at the top you can see that the supersonic one has a bit of a plug in the top. So this is a subsonic version, this is a supersonic version, a little bit lighter, and the speed and the energy are indicative of those differences. They sent me 20 rounds, so we have to be judicious with how we're going to shoot. I need to shoot one round without a suppressor to make sure that it does not open up beforehand. I know of two instances where people were loading their own 8.6. One was in a Facebook group, another one's a friend, a local guy around here, and the one on Facebook, I'll show a picture. It opened up in air, it looks like a grappling hook, and then the other one, a local friend, he actually blew up his suppressor. So we don't want to do that. So I'm going to shoot one suppressed first, just to make sure that I don't blow this up, because my good friends at Anechoic Suppressors sent me this 35 can to shoot 9mm and 338 projectiles, the 8.6 Blackout. The rest of the build I'll kind of go over pretty quick. I mentioned in another video, we've got a 12.5 inch ballistic advantage barrel with Breek Arms muzzle device, the Breek Arms suppressor adapter, which is a pretty interesting system. I'm going to make a separate video of this, but it is called their Breek Lock. Regular Aero Precision bolt, Trigger Tech duty trigger. We've got a Superlative Arms adjustable gas block, Di-Frico grip. In the back we've got a JP Enterprises silent capture spring. It's a standard. I was hemming and hawing over what to go with, a heavy or a standard, and I went with the standard. So far it works just fine. I could probably adjust the gas port just a little bit. I'm having an ejection probably at about 2 o'clock or so. Arcon Optics SH 4-16 up top, and just a regular old PMAG. So we're going to shoot one or two, not suppressed, then we'll put the suppressor on and get some groupings, get some speeds, and then we are going to put it through a brand new block of 20% gel. I am so excited for this. You're just going to have to stay tuned. I've got the target set up down here. It's like all the way against the ground just because it's so windy, and if you have it up, the cardboard acts like a sail. But we're going to shoot one round unsuppressed. I want to make sure that it gets through the barrel, through the muzzle device, without opening up and doing some damage. As I mentioned, I know of two instances where the projectile opens up as soon as it exits the barrel, and it will just destroy whatever is on the end of it. We're going to just shoot one round unsuppressed, and when you do stuff like this, you want to make sure you have good eyes and ears. So these eyes and ears are new to the channel. Shell Shock Protection sent them out to me, and I used the eyes this past weekend in the Patriot games, and I was really pleasantly surprised how well they performed. No fogging, and they stayed on my face just fine. I usually wear sunglasses. You know that if you've been watching the channel. I usually wear sunglasses, and these were definitely a pleasant surprise. And then the ears as well, because we're shooting subsonic or supersonic, we want to make sure our ears are protected. Well, I think they're high. I don't know for sure, but 1651.7 is the low and 1700 is the high. So average of 1678 for 10 shots, low spread. That's pretty good. That's pretty good stuff. I'm going to go down there and try and decipher where they were hitting. That was a bit more indicative of what it's actually like. Target still is moving a little bit, but I'm able to see it. So I totally goofed and wasted a bunch of rounds, but we figured it out now. I've never been more excited about a gel test than this one. The size, the speed, the rotational energy. I've got a brand new block of 20% gel down there, and I'm so interested to how this is gonna wind up. Hot! Matt Carricker. Hot brass, hot brass. That was a direct hit right in the middle. It didn't really move like when I shoot like a 308 or a 6.5 Cretan, well, maybe like a 308. So I'm interested to see what it looks like. You're gonna see it right now. I haven't seen it yet. So let's walk down there and see what it's all about. Oh my God. That is just absolutely incredible. You can see the twist, how fast that projectile is rotating through the gel. That one went all the way to here. And I have a tape measure all the way down in the truck, but it went through one whole block. You can see that rotation. Rotated through, and then it went stopped rotating through, and it went to right here. So this Benchmade bug out, however long that is, it went that plus 1.5 inches. So damn it, let me go get the tape measure. Oh, it was a direct hit right there in the center of the gel. You can see the rotation. You can see how it comes over and down and over and down. And then it goes straight through the first 16-inch gel. And then that's where I pulled it out. That's not it. That's not where it wound up. I pulled it out, but 22 inches of penetration, maybe 21, because that's a little bit, it was more right here. So we'll say right around the 20-21 mark, but it's just remarkable. The engineering that goes into this round, the design, the twist rate on that barrel. You can see how can see how the pedals of this Maker Rex, they flower and rotate and twist. It's like 4-dimensional. It's incredible. Back at the house, recap time. I finally had a chance to look at all the footage. I finally had a chance to digest all of the information. I've done this a bunch of times already, and I'm trying to make it a little bit shorter. So we're going to try and go quickly. This is a 8.6 Blackout made by Phantom Defense. It is a 220 grain Maker Rex projectile, .338 caliber, obviously Starline brass. I don't know what powder they use, but this pill through 14 rounds through my barrel was traveling at an average of 1675. Side note, the standard deviation that I got on those 14 rounds, granted it was a small sample size, was 12.7. That is probably the lowest standard deviation that I have tested on this channel to date, and I'm really starting to understand why people reload their ammunition. It's not so much for the cost, but it's for the reliability, the repeatability of the round. So 220 grains traveling at 1675 through a 12.5-inch barrel, anechoic suppressor on the end, and when you throw in a 1 in 3 twist, this round was rotating at 402,000 RPM. 402,000 RPM. That is just absolutely insane. So when I looked at the slow-mo footage, and the first one was a 1% playback, and the second one was 0.5% playback, but I kind of paused it. I did a freeze frame when it entered the gel, and it expanded, and it looked like a giant drill. Remember those drills in the Matrix movies that were trying to drill down into Zion? That's what the gel looked like. Just this giant cone that tapered down into the second gel. This thing got 21 inches of penetration. It's just mind-boggling, the science behind this round and how powerful it is. I mean, 402,000 RPM with a 220 grain projectile. It is just going to destroy whatever it's going for. And the projectile itself is insane. I showed you what it looked like kind of when I pulled it out, and it's rotating. It kind of peeled down and to the side and then in, and there's a little point that also peeled off. This is the most impressive round that I have ever tested on this channel. I don't know that there are many things that will top this. Maybe some of the subsonic rounds will be awesome, but this round really makes a very strong case to shoot supersonic 8.6 Blackout. So Phantom Defense, you have an absolute winner with this round. That's going to do it for this one. Like and subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section below. We'll see you in the next video.